Hello, friends! I'm going to share a viral story today.
Viral Nancy.
An American citizen, Brayden Burke, traveled across Australia on a once-in-a-lifetime solo trip when he found himself in a life-threatening situation. It was just another day on his itinerary. Brayden moved through the outback of the Northern Territory of Australia when the tragedy occurred. It was his third week of a road trip across Australia. His new lifestyle will only last for another 4 weeks, so he will be soaking up every minute of it. But this isn't what he'd have soaked up. Brayden passed through the Kakadu National Park. It was wonderfully beautiful. He stopped the car several times to take a closer look at the rivers, the mountains, and the animals he came across. Suddenly, he hit the brakes. The car came to a standstill as Brayden watched the road ahead and was swallowed up by a large, muddy river. He moved forward again and stopped just before the edge of the lake. He got out to get to the situation. The drive back was too long, but most important of all, it was getting dark and he didn't want to get lost when night fell. He was most comforted by the fact that the river did not seem too deep. He decided then that he had no time to waste. He started the engine and began to crawl into the water, following the rocks on his left side. Brayden realized for the first time that he was in trouble when the car abruptly turned in the direction of the current. Somehow, he opened the door and started to swim. As a good swimmer, he tried not to panic. Yet, his nightmare had just started. The water had risen somehow. Brayden was half walking, half swimming to the other side of the road when he first saw something from the corner of his eye. Now, Brayden was in a panic. He knew that something wasn't right. He desperately looked around the surface of the water as he checked for some sign of danger. He was almost on the other hand when he noticed something touching his leg. He ran up the road and looked down at what he later learned was a famously popular crocodile-infested river. The stretch of road Brayden was trying to cross was called Cahill's Crossing. It's categorized as one of the deadliest crossroads in the world. Although the crossing is just a few meters deep, there are abrupt shifts in tides, and the water flow is high enough to overturn vehicles. Unfortunately, many backpackers, photographers, fishermen have lost their lives because of the many crocodiles that call this river home. This is what the crocodile expert Webb had to say about the river. For every crocodile you see, there are 10 you can't see. Fair to say, Brayden was fortunate enough to come out unscathed. To locals around the city, Brayden's frightening encounter was just another familiar sight. The explanation that a bridge has not yet been constructed or in the future is due to its location within the protected park and nature reserve. Be careful when you travel to an unknown region or get the help of a professional tourist guide. Dear friends, that's all for today. I believe you've enjoyed this story. Thanks for watching. Bye!